Welcome to Backyard Oasis Inspo, your source for transforming outdoor spaces into personal sanctuaries. Today, we're diving into a topic close to many homeowners' hearts and wallets: cheap DIY landscaping ideas. This isn't about compromising on beauty, it's about unleashing creativity, embracing resourcefulness, and proving that a stunning backyard oasis doesn't require a fortune. It's about the satisfaction of building beauty with your own two hands, using clever solutions and readily available materials to craft a space that truly reflects you. Get ready to explore how ingenuity can blossom into your dream yard. Before we dig in, if you love the idea of creating beauty on a budget, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to Backyard Oasis Inspo for more inspiration, and maybe share in the comments where your biggest budget landscaping challenge is right now. Let's get inspired together. The very essence of cheap DIY landscaping lies in a shift of perspective. It's moving away from the idea that beautiful gardens are solely the domain of professional designers and expensive nurseries, and embracing the power of personal ingenuity. It's about seeing potential where others see waste, finding beauty in simplicity, and valuing the process as much as the result. This approach empowers you to become the creator of your own outdoor haven, infusing it with a character and charm that money simply can't buy. It's fundamentally about resourcefulness, stretching every dollar, repurposing materials, and investing your time and creativity instead of just cash. The feeling it evokes is one of pride, accomplishment, and a deep connection to the space you've nurtured and built yourself. It's the quiet satisfaction of sitting amongst plants you grew from seed, walking on a path you laid stone by stone, or relaxing on a bench you fashioned from reclaimed materials. One of the cornerstones of budget-friendly DIY landscaping is the clever use and often reuse of materials. Think beyond the traditional garden center aisles. Wooden pallets, often discarded, can be transformed into vertical planters, rustic walkways, compost bins, or even simple patio furniture. Look for heat-treated pallets rather than chemically treated ones for safety, especially if growing edibles. Old tires, cleaned and painted, become durable and quirky planters for flowers or vegetables, stackable for added height and visual interest. Cinder blocks are like budget-friendly Lego bricks for the garden. Stack them strategically to create raised beds, sturdy bench bases, or unique planter arrangements. Their raw, industrial look can be softened with paint or left as is for a more modern or minimalist feel. Natural materials found locally or sourced affordably are your best friends. Simple gravel or pea shingle can create elegant, low-maintenance pathways or patio areas at a fraction of the cost of pavers or concrete. Look for local suppliers who sell by the truckload for better value than bagged options. Large stones or rocks unearthed in your yard or sourced responsibly can become natural-looking borders for garden beds, accents in rock gardens, or even form the foundation for a simple, dry-stack retaining wall. Reclaimed wood from old fences, decks, or demolition sites, with a bit of sanding and sealing, brings warmth and history to garden structures like trellises, planter boxes, or decorative accents. Always ensure reclaimed wood is free from harmful treatments if used near edible plants. Even smaller discarded items like glass bottles can create sparkling garden bed edging, or metal cans can be painted and repurposed as small planters or luminaries. The key is to keep an eye out for potential, whether it's at salvage yards, online marketplaces, construction site discards, or even just items you already have lying around. When it comes to plants, the soul of any garden, there are numerous ways to achieve lushness without breaking the bank. Starting plants from seed is incredibly cost-effective, especially for annual flowers and vegetables. It requires patience and a bit of learning, but the reward of nurturing life from a tiny seed is immense. Perennials, plants that return year after year, are a fantastic long-term investment. While initially costing more per plant than annuals, they save money over time. Look for hardy, low-maintenance varieties suited to your climate. Better yet, learn the art of propagation. Many perennials can be easily divided after a few years, turning one plant into several, for free. Cuttings from shrubs or succulents can often be rooted to start new plants. Don't underestimate the power of community. Plant swaps with neighbors, friends, or local gardening clubs are a wonderful way to diversify your garden and share abundance without spending a dime. Consider drought-tolerant plants or native species adapted to your region. They often require less water and care, saving you money and resources in the long run. Container gardening is another budget-savvy strategy. You can control the soil mix precisely and use affordable pots or, even better, repurposed containers like buckets, old boots, tins, or tubs. Just ensure they have drainage holes. Vertical gardening, using structures like pallets, ladders, or wall-mounted pockets, maximizes growing space in small yards and can be achieved with inexpensive materials. Creating definition and structure in your landscape doesn't have to involve costly hardscaping. Simple, well-defined edges make a huge difference to the perceived neatness and design of a garden. A crisp edge cut with a spade between lawn and garden bed costs nothing but effort. Alternatively, use inexpensive materials like those found stones, bricks laid on their side, or even recycled plastic or metal edging for a clean border. Pathways guide the eye and foot through the garden. Instead of expensive pavers, consider creating paths with mulch, wood chips, shredded bark, gravel, or stepping stones set into grass or mulch. Spacing stepping stones further apart covers more distance with fewer materials. You can even make your own concrete stepping stones using molds and bagged concrete mix for a personalized touch. Seating areas invite relaxation. A simple bench can be constructed from cinder blocks topped with sturdy wooden planks. An old tree stump can become a rustic side table or stool. Arranging a few affordable outdoor chairs or cushions on a gravel or mulch pad instantly creates an inviting nook. Even a designated picnic blanket spot under a tree feels intentional. For those cooler evenings, a DIY fire pit can be a focal point, but always prioritize safety. Check local regulations first. Simple designs using stacked retaining wall blocks or bricks on a non-combustible base like gravel or concrete pavers can be relatively inexpensive and create a cozy gathering spot. Always ensure proper clearance from flammable materials and never leave a fire unattended. It's the personal touches that truly transform a space from a collection of plants and paths into your unique backyard oasis. Cheap DIY landscaping thrives on creativity and decor. Paint smooth river stones with bright colors or patterns to use as garden markers or decorative accents. Create whimsical garden art from found objects, old metal tools, kitchenware, or colorful glass bottles arranged on stakes or branches. Outdoor lighting sets the mood affordably. Solar-powered stake lights are inexpensive and require no wiring. Place them along pathways or to highlight specific plants. String lights, particularly solar or LED options, draped across fences, pergolas, or between trees add instant magic and ambience for evening enjoyment. Simple water features can add soothing sound and movement. A small electric pump placed in a waterproof basin or container, perhaps disguised with rocks and plants, can create a gentle bubbling fountain effect without the expense of elaborate installations. Look for tutorials online for DIY container water gardens or simple tabletop fountains using repurposed bowls or pots. The beauty of DIY decor is that it can evolve with your tastes and finds. It's a continuous expression of your personality in the garden. We're about halfway through our exploration of budget-friendly backyard transformations. We've touched on resourceful materials, smart planting strategies, and defining spaces without breaking the bank. Which of these cheap DIY landscaping ideas resonates most with you? Or what's a budget-friendly project you've successfully tackled in your own yard? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. We love hearing from our community. And if you're finding this inspiration helpful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Backyard Oasis Inspo so you don't miss our future uploads. Embarking on a DIY landscaping project is a journey. It requires planning, patience, and a willingness to learn. Start by assessing your space, your budget, and your capabilities. What do you want to achieve? What resources do you realistically have available? Time, money, skills? It's often best to start small. Tackle one area or one project at a time, like creating a container garden corner, laying a simple gravel path, or building a single raised bed. This builds confidence and prevents overwhelm. Don't be afraid of imperfection. The charm of DIY often lies in its unique character, the slight wobble in a hand-laid path, the rustic finish of reclaimed wood. Embrace the learning process. Watch tutorials, read articles, talk to other gardeners. You'll inevitably encounter challenges, a plant that doesn't thrive, a structure that needs adjusting, but overcoming these hurdles is part of the satisfaction. The payoff isn't just a more beautiful yard, it's the skills you acquire, the money you save, and the profound sense of ownership and pride you feel when you relax in the oasis you created with your own effort and ingenuity. It's about the therapy of working with the earth, the joy of seeing something grow, and the satisfaction of making something beautiful and useful from humble beginnings. Maintaining your cheap DIY landscape is also key to its longevity and continued enjoyment. Fortunately, many budget-friendly choices are also relatively low maintenance. Gravel paths may need occasional weeding and topping up. Mulch needs replenishing typically once a year to suppress weeds and retain moisture. DIY structures made from wood may need periodic sealing or painting to protect them from the elements, especially untreated pallet wood, which may not last as long as pressure-treated lumber. Check fastenings and stability over time. Plants chosen for their suitability to your climate and low maintenance needs will require less fuss. Regular weeding, appropriate watering, perhaps using collected rainwater in barrels, another DIY project, and occasional feeding, composting kitchen scraps is a free way to enrich soil, will keep your garden thriving. Inspect repurposed items like tire planters or cinder block structures periodically to ensure they remain stable and functional. The maintenance itself can be part of the mindful garden experience, a continuation of the connection you forged during the creation process. Ultimately, cheap DIY landscaping is a celebration of creativity, resourcefulness, and the simple joy of making. It proves that a limited budget doesn't have to limit your vision for a beautiful, functional, and deeply personal outdoor space. It encourages us to look at our surroundings with fresh eyes, seeing potential in the overlooked and value in the handmade. It's about nurturing not just plants, but also our own skills and sense of accomplishment. Whether you're transforming a tiny balcony or a sprawling backyard, the principles remain the same. Start with what you have, learn as you go, embrace ingenuity, and find joy in the process of building your very own backyard oasis, piece by thoughtful piece. Thank you for joining us today on Backyard Oasis Inspo as we explored the rewarding world of cheap DIY landscaping ideas. We hope you feel inspired to roll up your sleeves and bring your own budget-friendly backyard dreams to life. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of our future episodes filled with backyard design inspiration. Until next time, happy landscaping!